What is up, everybody? Today we are doing something very exciting for me. It is my first in hopefully a series of concert diaries. I love concerts. I've been to quite a few concerts. I've never done an experience video on them, so I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and begin that now because I want to share with you guys my experience. So for today, we are talking about the 21 Pilots concert. And if you guys don't know, 21 Pilots are one of my all-time favorite bands. I went to the concert where it was Josh's birthday. To say I was hyped is an understatement. We got to the venue around 5:45ish, and it was a sold-out show. There were a ton of people lined up, so they did that. I got there like 5:45 with my friend Kate. Of course, we're jamming out to 21 Pilots on the way there. We pull up the venue. Good. There's like nobody left in line. There's maybe like a few people in front of us. No, I pick up the merch. I wait for Kate to get ice cream, and then we found our seats. Now our seats, we did not get pit. A few sections back, it wasn't too bad, but for this one, I did not get pit. It was a large pit. Show was technically supposed to start at 7. The first opener, Chef Special, came on, and if you haven't heard Chef Special, they have very much like reggae vibe, not necessarily like full-on reggae. They're more like reggae mixed with electronic. They have a 21 Pilots feel to them. If you're not like huge fans of them, like you can still get with the vibes. I have no words. They were really amazing, but I genuinely enjoyed the opener to the show. After Chef Special, Mute Math came out, and a lot more people were into Mute Math. They have a much heavier electronic vibe. They were a much heavier electronic group. It was still really nice. I loved both groups. They had a instrumental song, and I think it was during that. They had a disco ball with yellow beams, like yellow disco ball legs, you know what I'm talking about? And it was just all yellow, and then it went to all blue, and it was just so pretty. It was so magical, and even from being as far away as we were, like, it looked really nice. Around 8:20-ish, I want to say, waiting for 21 Pilots, and then they came on. They jumped on stage, as they do. You know, it's the emotional road show. So they opened with Heavy Duty Soul. That was amazing. And then they went into Fairly Local, which is a mashup of the two. Immediately into Migraine. I don't really have much to say about Migraine. It's a really good song, and I love it. But it's still really good to hear live. But it's not like my all-time favorite. We're getting to that. Then he went into Hometown, and yes, I'm going off of the set list. That was really good. And then he went into Polarize. Now, Polarize, it's one of my favorites off all three of the albums. I love Polarize. Hearing that live, I legit almost cried. I didn't think I was going to cry at this concert, like I prepared to. It's not a very tearjerker song, but I did almost cry at this song. Next, he went into House of Gold and We Don't Believe What's on TV. I didn't realize how popular We Don't Believe What's on TV was until I heard literally everybody around me was screaming out the lyrics to We Don't Believe What's on TV. I think there may have been just about as many people singing that one as there were for Stressed Out. I was honestly surprised because not many of my friends pay attention to the song. It's a very cheery song, and I very much like it. So I was happy to hear that. And for We Don't Believe What's on TV and for House of Gold, Tyler does, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and you're going to say yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to add this in because it's one of my favorite moments that happened throughout the entire show.
Happy birthday, friend.
Alright, so when I was talking about the song The Judge, my camera had already died by that point. However, it was a really good song to hear live. It was so fun. We're all free, dancing and jumping when he says, you know, get off the ground and jump. It was just such an incredible moment. and I told myself this is going to be one of the crappiest videos I have ever filmed because of how shaky it was. My videos from Panic at the Disco says otherwise. I'm gonna ignore that. So after Lane Boy was Ode to Sleep, which hearing Ode to Sleep live was incredible. And then we got to the part where Becky freaked out so much. The old song medley. Now, if you didn't know, for the Emotional Roadshow, they're doing a medley of their old songs from Self-Titled. I never thought I was going to hear some of these songs performed live. I'm still freaking out over it. Now, normally they'll perform them on the B stage, and I think they perform Ode to Sleep on the B stage as well. However, our venue doesn't have a B stage, so they made one. Like at the end of a section behind us, I was only 5 rows away from some of my idols. Try to include a clip if I can find it. I was legit crying at that point because the old song medley includes A Pantaloon, Fall Away, Johnny Boy, Forest, Attic with a Pen, March to the Sea, and the non-Zach Joseph parts of Kitchen Sink, i.e. not the rap. They're honestly some of my all-time favorites off any album or any song 21 Pilots has ever done or Tyler Joseph has ever done besides the Taco Bell Saga, because that is genius. Pantaloon, one of my all-time favorites. The minute I heard Pantaloon 5 rows away from me, I was freaking out. They're getting back on the stage for Doubt. Tyler runs one way, Josh runs the other way. Here's me, here's the outer section. If I was just like right here in the outer section, I would have been able to high-five Josh Dunn, who was literally running back to the stage. These boys run fast, because they ran from the main stage, and then maybe like less than a minute later, they're on the B stage, 5 rows behind me, and then after the songs, less than a minute goes by and they're back on the main stage and they're singing Doubt, and I'm just like, how do you do it, boys? So they went through Doubt. I love Doubt. It's one of my favorites off Mercy. Hearing it live was incredible. And then Holding On To You, of course, it's a sold out pit. After Holding On To You was the covers. I had mentioned earlier, it was Joshua Dunn's birthday. When we got to the covers, Mr. Tyler Joseph started to sing Happy Birthday. It was, first off, adorable. After we all sang Happy Birthday, Josh, like, Tyler went on this mini spiel, and it was honestly one of the funniest things. In this moment, Tyler was telling us that, you know, Josh was, like, banging on the drums, like, randomly, and he's like, in drummer, that means yes, or that means thank you, or whatever he said. And it was the cutest thing. Oh, I love these boys so much.
He's a drummer, so he doesn't usually have a microphone, but he told me backstage that he can't think of a better place to have his birthday than right here with you guys. That drum fill there means yes in drummer.
We went through the covers. They did, you know, Happy Birthday and then Twist and Shout. And then before, they went into Love Yourself. This happened in the concert the night before, because I watched the Periscope. Tyler went into My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. And he hit the note by almost screaming. And we were just thinking he was going to do it for more than one concert, and then he did it for ours, and I'm like, okay, I can get with this. This is nice. But we were all singing, having a good time. And then he went into Love Yourself. He's saying, you know, never like to admit that I like this song. It was really funny, and we all laughed. And Jump Around, and again, after the covers was Ride. That was really good live. I really like Ride. It's a good song. And then Stressed Out came on, and everyone's freaking out, and it's such a good song to hear live. Like, I know everyone's like, oh, it's overplayed and all that, but when you hear it live, it's honestly a different experience than when you hear it like on the radio for the 5th time in an hour in a car. Everybody knows the lyrics, and they did a remix of it. Like, they didn't change the lyrics. I was honestly excited, anticipated hearing the change lyrics, but they did the normal lyrics. Everyone sang, everyone had a good time. It was a nice night. There were only 3 songs left. Guns for Hands, which of course everybody knows, everyone was getting so into it. It's so nice to see it tear in my heart. It was so cute to hear live. I knew it was written about Jenna, but it's so cute to hear live. It's such a sweet song, and like Tyler really gets into it. And Car Radio. Everybody knows Car Radio. I don't know if he does this at other shows. He might. But Tyler got on a gigantic podium, metal podium, in the very middle of the crowd when he had to scream. This is gonna sound weird, but you could see the emotion on his face even though it's far away. And he kind of, it looks like he's conducting the light show. Well, that's another thing. The light show was superb, like the entire time. The lighting and all the effects and all of like the stage like picture effects were amazing. You could see the emotion on his face, and you could see that he was, struggling with it, and it just brought so much passion. Even though by this point he had done like, I think this was the 14th or 15th show, like he had already done almost 20 shows, and he still brought so much passion to the song, and it was just an incredible thing to see. So I really appreciate that. He had said at some point, I think it was during the piano for Car Radio, that, he asked us, like, how are y'all doing? Then he said, I have one last song to play for you. However, this is your show. If you want, you can play 2 more. Or he said something along those lines. You know what I mean if you saw the show. So, and it was such a good show. It took about like 5-6 minutes, and then we saw Tyler kind of go over to the piano in the darkness, and he played Goner. And Goner is, honestly, I know I've said this a lot, but Goner is one of my all-time favorites off, not self-titled, but off Vessel and Blurry Face combined. Goner is one of my all-time favorites. It beats out Polarized. Okay, and I'm getting so worked up over it, but it's such a good song. I heard that, and played piano with it, and it was almost completely dark, and it was so good. Then we went into Trees, which they close out with Trees every time. It's an incredibly hard hitter. It's such a good song. It's emotional. And by the end, they did like a drum off, where they got into the pit. Josh on one side, and then Tyler on the other, holding up the stands. And I think it was the minute they got to the end of the song, and Tyler hit the drum, and just cloud of red confetti and fog, and it was the most beautiful moment. I honestly, I knew there was gonna be confetti, but seeing the confetti live is so much different than seeing it on a Periscope or Twitter videos. All of it is different seeing it live, the entire show. You imagine how it's going to be in your head, and then the entire show just completely outdoes it and goes above and beyond what you think it's going to be. They're such incredible performers, and it's such a good feeling, and you really do enjoy yourself. You forget, all your past worries, anything you're currently going through, you forget it once you get to their show. It's just so incredible. This was my slightly long-winded 21 Pilots concert diary. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please go ahead and click the like button and subscribe down below, because I will be doing more concert diaries in the future. I will see you guys in the next one, and have a great day. Bye. Way too much Mia Soros. I'm gonna leave her channel link down below, because her channel is great. Love you, Mia. Anyway.